Hello everyone. It's time for another video, and I found this today, which was pretty interesting. I'm always interested in how other people work, specifically people related to writing, painting, comics, whatever, any kind of creative endeavor who do it, especially people who do it full time. I'm always like most people tend to like to see pictures of other people's studios. I like to see how other people spend their day. And this was an article. It's an older article. I think it came out in 2014, maybe. Let's check. Oh, I got a message. So it's a few years old. But the infographic I just discovered because it was linked to in a different, a recent blog that I read. So let's go through this just to set it up. It's written by Jennifer Miller. It says, we tend to imagine writers, painters, and composers burning the midnight oil, skipping meals, and working feverishly when true inspiration strikes. In fact, Tchaikovsky and Dickens got plenty of Z's each night. And he goes through and it's going to talk about Milton and Beethoven and all these people. So there's the infographic is the thing I'm going to look at in just a second. And Daily Rituals, How Artists Work is a book that I think is on Amazon, but I need to look into that. So anyway, so it says if you're an artist, it's a helpful guideline, especially if you feel guilty taking that midday nap, which sometimes I do. And then I remember that, oh, I was on a live stream till 3 a.m, but I still feel guilty. So let's just see how different people. So they got this thing. No, we need to go up here. There we go. So this is how the thing is set up. It's set up in this 24-hour clock. Each of these midnight at the top. So it's reversed, I guess. Reversed. 12, yeah. So midnight at the top and at the bottom. 24 of these little things here. So let's get started. Let's see, just go through it. So they divided it up into colors, right? So it's got the primary work. So Beethoven, this would be composing, and then other things, making ends meet, so their day job, exercise, just being meals, social, sleep. All right. So let's Gustav Flaubert. I don't even know how you're saying that. I've never read Madame Bovary, but while he was writing Madame Bovary, he slept, 6-7 hours a night. Then for the 2 hours after he woke up, newspapers, filled his pipe, a glass of cold water, a chat with mother, a light meal and cold chocolate. So 2 hours, he's just getting ready. He'd go for a walk. He'd do an hour making ends meet, I guess, teaching. Then he would read for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hours. So we're already at, what time is this? This is a 9. No, this would be 6 p.m. So he hasn't worked on his stuff. 6, 7, 8, 9:30 he would work for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.5 hours late at night. So they're it's an interesting schedule. Beethoven seemed to be more of a, he would get up half an hour and he's working, he's composing from 3, almost a full day there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hour day. And then he takes almost a 2 hour walk, and then dinner, and then smokes his pipe and goes to bed. So he's putting in a pretty solid day. Mozart, on the other hand, the interesting thing about Mozart, there's lots of interesting things. He liked fart jokes, by the way. But 4 hours a day, 2 hours in the morning, lessons, and then lunch, social, composer concerts. We'll count that. But he would, I know when he was sick, he wrote that he would keep composing because it made him less tired than resting. So we've already seen like 2 composers, like Beethoven was putting in the hours, but Mozart's, it's wrong. Okay. Thomas Mann. Let's see, we got coffee. I'm not going to go through, I'm just going to go through, because my point here is how different all these people's schedule is. 3 hours, primary writing, cigarettes, and then he reads, and then he reviews, and then tea with family. He took a nap, took a nice little nap there late in the afternoon, went for a walk. A lot of the, walks, exercising for an hour, half an hour or so. It's pretty common in all these people. Let's see here. Freud put in a lot of work. 20 cigars a day. Breakfast, trimmed his beard every day. So a lot of arguing there, but Immanuel Kant, again, there's no one. We're going to get a little faster. Maya Angelou, pretty straightforward. John Milton, dictation. He was blind by his mid-40s. 3 hours a day, dictation, reading, and then just walk up and down his garden for 4 hours. That's a lot of work right there, punctuated by a nap. Victor Hugo, this is one of my favorites. Awakened by daily gunshot from fort. Yeah, me too, brother. Me too. Freshly brewed coffee, morning letter, 2 raw eggs. Look, he's just like, bath, hang out, guests. Then I'm going to go for a lunch. Then back to my daily visit to the barber. A carriage ride. Well, got to work for 2 hours. Dinner. Charles Dickens. Worked for 5 hours. I find that one of the interesting things, like composers seem to work longer than writers. Writers have a very short window, it seems, for output. And then the rest of the day is a pub, dinner, vigorous walk in London. Now this guy's fueled by Benzedrine and martinis. Charles Darwin, well, he's all over the place in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hours. Lie awake in bed solving problems counts. Tchaikovsky, tea, smoke, walk, compose for 4 hours. Broken into 2 things. So he's thinking in here too. The long walks are mental work. So anyway, you can see here how it's all over the map. Benjamin Franklin. Not so much on the walking. So anyway, it's an infographic there. Very interesting how there's no one pattern that everybody kind of breaks it up. If you look at people like Winston Churchill, every day at 2:00 he'd get in his pajamas and go to bed for a few hours, but he would also work till 2 a.m. And then be up early. So so yeah. How do if you have a day job, if you are creative, if your creative stuff is your full-time job, how do you spend your day? What's your schedule? Mine is kind of depends on the day, but there are certain things that I get done better in the morning. Writing, laying out things, doing videos, morning. Afternoon's better for just if I'm inking something, if I'm just coloring something. Later in the day, the less kind of world building, the more kind of hands-on mechanical stuff. Better for me. And the evening is just it's a struggle because of family things. And there's seasons, of course. But just thought it was an interesting article. You can go to Fast Company and just search for the infographic if you want to look at it yourself. I'm going to have to get that book. But anyway, thanks for listening. Just a little tidbit that I thought might amuse you. So subscribe. Make sure you're still subscribed. The only thing that gets these videos out, I'm trying to get my viewers up per video. Even the subscriber count is climbing. Share these videos, like them, like that smash button, and all that stuff, all that social media stuff that entails. And I will see you all next time. Thanks.